because nobody. Dorothy's like, "Ooh, this is getting juicy." And she has this cartoonishly big thing of popcorn. Gwen's just like, Why were you about to question it, Gwen? It's Dorothy. You know the answer to the question you were about to ask. Just let it go." Clover's like, "So basically, this note here, I tried to make it as unobvious as possible that it was me because I mean, look at this shit. Look at this shit. If you knew me since the day we started at Beacon, you would be like, okay, there's no way this is Clover. Clover would much sooner say, hey, wanna fuck?" Gwen just sort of smirks, just like, "You trying to tell me that?" and, and Gwen's just sort of like, "Damn it, Millie, you beat me to it." Clover's just blushing. It's like, yeah, screw both of you. Gwen's just like, again, that comes later. It's just like Gwen's just like, Clover's just like, Gwen, okay, okay, I'll stop pushing the joke. Gwen will accept it. Clover's like, and basically at first, Millie was basically, don't feel bad about agreeing to this. You were basically hoping this was Gwen that sent you that note. And after a mission, I finally got the balls to tell her. And there was a little bit of awkwardness at first because I'm pretty sure Millie was worried about how Gwen would feel, despite the fact Gwen, I think you figured out pretty quickly it was me. Yeah, and I again at the time I liked Millie, but I didn't want to pull the rug out from under Clover like that.
This is very noble of you. And now, man, this is one weird therapy session.
Yeah, Clover actually stops and thinks for a moment. It's just like, so why is this hangout feel like it's turning into a therapy session? Dorothy's just like, I didn't do anything. I'm just here to listen. Oh, oh man, that kind of does make me sound like a therapist. Anyway, please continue. Yeah, funny enough, it just sort of worked out in the end because Millie just got comfortable with me, and Clover got and Gwen got comfortable with the situation, and eventually it's just kind of it was a joke at first, but then it kind of morphed into, yep, we're sort of a triangle now. Look, it's fine. We're all weird. None of us would have a normal traditional relationship anyway. This episode of Dr. Philemon is weird. Gwen's just like, "Ooh, right. I remember I kissed you back when I think you and Clover were just sort of starting out this relationship thing, and I think I might have accidentally broke you then. Sorry about that." And Clover's like, and thankfully the story ended with her realizing, wait, that's bullshit. Fuck Adam Taurus. Gwen's like, except not actually, because she'd rather fuck you or me. Damn right she does.
To not actually fuck him.
But yeah, things were weird for us, and I guess it's not that it's not weird anymore. It's just a weird we're all comfortable with now. Dorothy just wipes a tear out of her eyes, like that was so beautiful. And then you just hear audibly from the other side of the dorm. It's just like Dakota's just screaming, "Angie, stop! Why didn't you stop being Lilac?"
I, I don't know. Gwen,
Dorothy's just
don't.
like, sounds like they're having a problem. Don't worry, I can fix it. I'll just bring whatever's going on over here. Snaps fingers. On Dakota and Lilac's side, they just see the mountain plates of like bacon, eggs, and whatever disappear. And then suddenly, with Clover, Gwen, Millie, and Dorothy, they're buried in them now. Gwen's like, help! Help! Clover's just like, Duffy, use your infinite stomach and get us out of here.
Oh no. I feel. Heaven. Heaven help them.
On it. Once Dorothy has a little room to breathe, she's just like, okay, all right, snaps fingers. All the eggs and stuff just get pushed into a corner. It's just like, Millie, go over there and finish the job. Hey, where'd my food go? Oh, it just moved over here. Okay. And then Dorothy snaps her fingers again, and Lilac, Dakota, and Angie appear in the room, and Dorothy's just like, "Are you people trying to kill us?" Gwen's just like, it just mutters to herself, "But you're the one who. It's Dorothy. Just let it go, Gwen."
It's okay. It's
Angie's like, "Wait, how'd I get here? What's going on?"
okay.
Looks at
Don't worry about it.
Dorothy. Who
Just calm down.
dis?
This this is Dorothy.
Clover just looks at Angie. Yeah, this is Dorothy. Reality bending semblance. Angie's like, ah, I see. Okay, carry on.
Mm.
Dakota's just like, okay, I know you've seen some weird stuff. Dakota, I saw plenty of weird shit. A, since I got here, and B, back when me and Lilac were at her estate. This is surprisingly not that much for me to take in.
Yep. You you live at the estate. You kind of see some really interesting stuff.
There's a lot for Millie to take in. It's just like, leave me alone. This is all mine. Angie's just like, oh, okay. I thought the joke about her infinite stomach was well a joke. Clover's like, no, it's not. It's really not.
It's somehow not. It's kind of scary. Oh, it's kind of scary to be honest with you. Anyway, how are you doing, Millie?
I'll get used to this eventually.
It's okay.
Da-
Sorry about that. Sorry
Da-
about the whole food thing.
Dakota will look at Clover just like, so what were you guys talking about before we got dragged here? Clover's just like, the short version of it is Dorothy wanted to know stuff about us, and it's somehow turned into a therapy session about how me, Gwen, and Millie are a harem now. Dakota's like, I see.
Hmm, fair enough. I suppose
Dorothy's just like,
she.
wow, nothing really phases you people. Gwen's just like, trust me. Yeah. Considering how our first week at Beacon went, most stuff is normal in comparison.
Yeah. Uh, How are you, Dorothy? I remember seeing you at at the Vital, and you didn't quite have the best time.
Yeah, my mind was kind of elsewhere. Ah, man, Kosho gave me a friggin' earful for that one.
Oh?
I mean, to be fair, most of the rest of my team was pulling their weight, and I kind of wasn't. It tends to happen. My mind just kind of wanders sometimes.
Hmm. I guess that's probably part of what comes with what your semblance and all that.
Clover's just like, to be completely honest, and I'll assume that weird or not, you have some sort of moral code, but I mean, you probably would have held yourself back anyway, because I mean, on paper, you could literally just snap your fingers and your team wins the entire Vital Festival right there.
But where's the fun in that?
Dorothy's just like, see, she gets it. And I like to fuck with people, and like to I like to flex, but it's just like there's no fun in that for me or my team.
Yeah, no, sometimes you just gotta have fun sometimes, and that's the whole point.
She looks like she's taking a while with that. Don't worry, Millie, I got you. Snaps her fingers. All the rest of the food just just transports right into your gut.
No, that's just weird.
Millie, buh. Oof. Dakota will then look at Clover and then look at Dorothy and be like, "So Dorothy, if you don't mind me asking, yeah, um, I know you said you were, but were you really born with that semblance?" Yeah, why? Clover's just like, "Oh, right. Because, I mean, I wasn't born with mine. Mine was implanted into me, so. And that seems like a hell of a thing to be born with." Dorothy's just like, but I was. I am the 1%. Yeah, 1%'s a little too high. More like the 1 millionth percent.
1% of remaining brain.
Clover just sort of glares at Lilac. It's like, and what's that supposed to mean, Towns?
I don't know. It's what you want to make it out to be.
Hang on a second. Clover just walk over to Millie, just pick her up. It's like, oh, you heavy, and just put you on a chair over here. There we go.
Y'all are y'all are freaking weird.
Dakota's like, yeah, all of us are. Don't even joke like you and me are normal in comparison. Like we aren't.
How so? Really? How so?
Gwen will just say like under her breath, but just enough Lila could hear. I don't know. Maybe that's something you should ask yourself in the mirror, Laser Lass.
Hmm. Well, of course.
Oh, so yes, as you guys are talking, you hear a window open in the dorm, and Gwen's just like, "Oh, and that's more than likely Sid." And then you hear his door open, and let me just put him on the token layer. There we go. Yep. Hi, Sid.
Oh, what's? Oh, great, he's here.
Dorothy's just like, I don't want to explain everything. Uh, hey, can't you read minds? Points at Gwen. It's like, yes. All right, get inside his head. Okay. She'll look at Sid. You cool with that, Sid? All right, Gwen gets in there. Dorothy snaps her fingers, and basically Gwen transmits the entire conversation before you got here into your head. Sid's like, I feel so enlightened.
I understand everything.
Whoa, that's gross. Millie's just slumped over in the chair. It's like, oh, oh. She's fat. So now that you're caught up to speed, Dorothy will be like, now then. Just sort of look at Sid. I don't know if everybody's been prying about this today, but I think you've been talking to a girl named Bright recently, right? I'm not cheating, by the way. This is actually me guessing. Gwen's like, I don't believe you.
Okay, I believe.
I am not Roxas. Millie's gonna
That
be eating
goes
normal
against your entire
potions.
character, but okay, I believe you.
Millie's gonna be eating normal portions until tomorrow.
Until tomorrow, she'll be fine. After she'll be back to normal after that.
She'll just drag herself across the floor with her hair to burn the energy. Until she gets bored. Dorothy's like, yeah, I remember her. The scary warrior lady kicked our butts. Like, really hard. Gwen's just like, yeah, that Agatha girl is terrifying. In a fight, anyway. She seems nice enough, but. Whoo, boy. Clover's like, yeah, you wouldn't have to be up close to her. I would. Rip. Yeah, rip. Dorothy like, well, anyway, I'm not the only one that's been thinking something seems a bit off about her, right?
How come?
Like, she seems harmless, but she also. The one time I talked to her, she seemed a bit what's the word I'm looking for? Deflective. Gwen will be like, what, like she didn't want to talk about a certain something? Yeah, like that. Gwen will chuckle and be like, "Oh, like that one time from her childhood when Clover was in the pink dress." Clover's just like, "If you tell them about that incident, Gwen, I'm gonna plant my boot so far up your ass."
You're gonna be wearing it as a hat.
Gwen's just like, "Oh, please, your foot's not the only thing you want up there." And Clover's just like, "If you'll excuse me for a moment, I just need to go out in the hallway and punch a wall." You hear her punch what you assume is much more than a normal fist-size hole in a wall. Yeah, and then Chloe will kick in the door. It's just like, I heard Eckerd. I wish you told me that beforehand. I would have punched the wall harder. Angie's like, oh, good. That creepy bastard is hanging around where I'm gonna be going to school. Lovely. Man, is this how you feel almost every day, Lilac?
Well, honestly, not really. I don't seem to have anyone creeping on me at all, thankfully.
Gwen's just like, I mean, even if there was, you could just sick your pupper on them.
Hmm. I could.
Dakota's just like, I don't want to fight that guy. His blood would just infect my weapon. My weapon deserves better than him.
Eh. And that's why I can just I'll just burn it clean with my lasers. No residue.
And
There will be
imagine doing
nothing
that.
left.
She's just like glaring at Dakota's weapon, just like stare.
Which weapon?
I'm sorry. Let me correct myself. Staring at his weapons.
Okay.
Clover's just like, right. From what Bianca told me, after that bombshell he got dropped on him, after having already been around Cinder for so long that day, he jumped right on going to this wherever it was. He didn't say, but I certainly hope he wasn't planning to go alone because we all know Bianca wasn't gonna let that happen. Dakota's like, yep,
Mm-hmm.
those two are like just as inseparable as me and Lilac are at this point.
Well, here's the thing. We should have a competition about that.
Three-legged race.
Sure. Let's go with that. Let's go with that.
Three-legged race with all the couples. You think Millie, Clover, and Gwen would have a hard time, but then Millie just cheats and starts running on her hair, and it's just like, wait, that's illegal.
What what the heck?
But speaking of Comgol, what's that boy up to right now? Doodly doodly doo.
Absolutely everything and nothing at the same time.
All right. So meanwhile, with Comgol, so yeah, like they said, you were just like, all right, I'm gonna go to this club alone. I'm gonna get this information, and he's just like, and there's Bianca. Yep, I should have figured she wasn't gonna let me do this alone. So as you guys enter the
You
club,
know,
it's just like, okay, I can tell you're a bit annoyed, but look, can you blame me after how you were when that public speaking with Cinder started?
yeah, but just trust me when I said I wanted you to stay there for your own good.
Look, you and me are in this together. And if my choice is stay safe or potentially be in danger, but the latter comes with being near you, well, sort of grabs your hand. I think you're acutely aware of which I'd choose.
Aren't you a bleeding heart?
Yeah, after it defrosted, because I was, because in terms of the you started off as a total bitch award, I think I gave even Samson a run for her money.
Luckily, I didn't get to know that, you.
I'm glad you didn't get to know that me. Anywho, so just remind me what it is you're trying to grab from here again.
I just need surveillance. I can't tell you the reason.
Oh,
Just know,
like you hear someone walk over. Oh, like, hi, Kumgul and Bianca. How are you two
hey,
doing?
doing good as well as I can be, at least.
Melanie will then walk over to Kumgul and whisper in his ear. You hear about the footage, right?
Yeah.
Follow me. So sort of like lead you over to the bar. Bianca's just like, I'll just grab something to eat, Kumgul.
Stay safe.
She'll nod and just go over to Velvet's food truck. Elta will greet you. Hi, Kumgul.
Hey, Multi.
So, you seemed surprised when I told you that someone else had already been by about that footage you were talking about.
Yeah. Let's just say it's a dire situation. I can't get any more deeper than that.
Well, Milto will put a note on the table. This is the note that person who was by left.
Let's see what it is. He's gonna do like, the Catholic cross across his chest, hoping it's not what he think it is.
All right, you check, and this note is like it's a short note, but it's written in fucking crayon doodle. And I don't mean a like it looks like crayon doodle. It's actually crayon doodle. It just reads in big
What?
letters. Ha ha, Congo, snooze, you lose. Sucks to be you.
What?
And then you see in smaller letters underneath. P.S. If she's with you, tell Bianca I said, eat shit.
Who? What?
Congo is very confused.
Uh, I know this ain't one of my sisters. They they would do calligraphy just to tell me to eat crap.
So Comgo, give me a detection right quick. So you turn the note over on its back, and you see what looks like a name, but God, it takes you like 10 minutes of staring at this thing to make out a name. It's just like, what is this shit?
It's like it's written in crayon like a kid did it.
It's not even neat crayon. It's like you told someone to write a note in crayon. It's just like, how do you want it to look? Just fuck it shit up, fam. But eventually you make out the name, and the name you get from it is this.
Pretty. Oh.
You
Frick.
feel like you've heard the name Iridia before.
I know. I know what it is. Yeah. Frick.
Bianca will then walk over with some food. It's just like, all right, so I brought you something, so I just wanted to. She notices the crayon doodling. It's just like, you've got to be shitting me.
Like, I don't mean to intrude, but didn't you say she was a genius? This looks like something a kid would do.
She is a genius. I never said she was literate.
You got a point there.
Great. So my old mentor was here, and as expected, she's doing everything in her power to fuck with me. Lovely.
There
Milta,
goes.
Milta, a drink. Give me something hard. I'm going to need it. Yep, coming up.
Well, there goes my plan.
Melanie's just like, well, don't worry. She was only asking about it. I can just give it to you. And then Milta, while she's making the drink, is just like, yeah, sis, about that. What is? Oh, don't tell me like you're about to say what I think you're going to say. Milta will be like, look, this morning, all this our surveillance tapes were gone. Bianca's just like, don't punch their bar stool. Don't punch their bar. Don't punch their bar. Don't punch their bar. Don't punch their bar. Don't punch their bar.
Here, he's gonna place his shield in front of her.
She'll punch it.
Punch that.
It knocks you out of the seat and knocks you on your ass.
Feel better?
A bit. Thanks. Then she'll help you up.
Well, there goes my idea. I'm about 10. I'm screwed about 10 times over by now.
Wonderful. Oh, this is going to be a lovely story to have to tell the others when we get back.
Worst thing is, I can't even have you help me without telling you what it is, but I can't.
Yeah, I'm going to guess whatever it is. If you tell anybody, it's basically you're going to either metaphorically or more likely actually be shot.
Wish there was just a place where I could tell you, where no one can listen, but unless I get a private bulkhead sometime in the near future, that ain't happening.
And if my hunch is correct that this involves your oldest sister, you couldn't even trust that because she could have bugs anywhere.
Yep. Big sister watching always.
Bianca will then just sort of get out her scroll and start like texting to the others, just like, hope you guys are ready because we got a lot of shit we might have to dump on you when we get back. She then you get a text back from Dorothy, and Bianca's just like, I would question how she got my number, but it's Dorothy, so I'll let it go. And Dorothy's like, don't worry, you're not gonna wait. Snap! Look who all is here. Dakota's just like, what? But Dorothy, give me a warning next time.
Oh, what the?
Dorothy's
What
like, I mean, I feel like you people should know at this point that me and thinking ahead don't get along. Clover's like, no, really, couldn't tell.
Hmm. No way, no.
It's sort of taking Millie. Millie's just crawling on the floor. It's like, I'll get there eventually.
You wouldn't happen to have a EMP on you, would you?
Dorothy's like, why exactly? Bianca's just like, Comgol has something he has to do, but he can't let me in because his sisters could be watching. Dorothy's just like, well, I can't do anything to them specifically, but here, snap. To everybody but Comgol, Bianca, and Dorothy, it looks like they just disappeared.
Oh.
Clover's just like, where'd they go? But for you three, you're you're basically in a closed space. It's she basically just took you to a pocket dimension. Yes. Bianca's just like, where exactly is this? Oh, this is home. Bianca's like, this explains so much.
Whoa. Okay.
Dorothy just looks at Comgo and Bianca, just like, nobody can hear anything we say except for the three of us. So if you got something you want to tell your friend, go ahead. Also, let me know. I want to help. Bianca just smiles like, thank you, Dorothy. Now, Comgol, what is it? What is it you're trying to do?
The gist of it is, they know where Foonf is, and if I don't bug Azure with a listening device to have it record everything him and Scarlet say to each other, they're gonna kill Foonf.
I can see why you had to keep your mouth shut on that. Oh. Did your oldest sisters just hear everyone be like, oh, Adam Taurus is the worst human being on Earth, and they were just like, hold our glasses of wine?
Yeah, I'm about 10 times. Yeah, this was basically the only plan I had, the most safe plan I had, and already a person ruined it.
Dorothy's just like, Uridia, my old mentor, who was A, supposed to have been dead for years, and B, is now working with our enemy. But then again, people from our past coming around and working with our enemies, that seems about the norm with us lately. Now, Dorothy, she'll look really sternly, Dorothy. Obviously, you can't tell anybody else about this. My lips are sealed. Physically spawns a zipper and zips her mouth shut.
Of course.
Just know there will be consequences if they find out.
She'll just unzip her mouth
Blood's
for a
gonna
second.
be.
It's just like, I know, your nice sister will get shot. I won't say anything. You know what? I will even tell Kosho. It's just like, hey, I have this thing I'm not supposed to tell. If it looks like I'm about to tell, please beat me unconscious. Bianca's just like, I mean, you do you.
Yeah, every other plan now involves me getting hurt in some way or someone else getting hurt. But I can't let them have the upper hand and I can't let my sister die.
Bianca will smile. It's just like, well, thankfully for you now, not only am I in the know, and not only is Miss Reality Bender here in the know, they have zero idea that we know.
It's hard to say that I barely believe I could barely call myself safe from that, because I wouldn't be shocked if they found a way to hear this.
Bianca will just be like, I mean, for God's sakes, if they found a way to bug a pocket dimension, I actually give up.
We just need to think of something. I can't lose anyone else.
Dorothy will be like, yeah, don't worry, but wait a minute, what's this thing on my shirt? I just now noticed. She'll just pick it up. It's just like, oh, that's a listening device.
What?
She'll just
Oh
look
no.
carefully at it, just like, ha! Eat shit! It was set to mute! Get dunked on! Psh, just smashes it on the floor. Bianca's just
Very
like,
nice.
Christ, that was a close call.
I'm pretty sure I just had a heart attack.
Bianca's just like, you and me both. Oh, right. Dorothy, you should probably take us back before our friends start to worry. All right, snap. They're back. It's just like, where the hell did you guys go? Dorothy's like, home. You know what? I won't ask.
Oh, okay. They're back. Sure. Yeah.
Bianca will then just jokingly sort of say, "Ah, so that was fun. Hey, completely unrelated to anything that just happened where we were. Anyone else have any stories of any stories of hey, this person I used to know is now working for Taurus they want to share?" And she's like, well, and Bianca's like, oh, for fuck's sake, Milta, get me a double shot of whatever you were about to give me on it.
Please don't
Well,
drink too much. I don't want to see you when you're drunk.
coward.
Bianca gets her shot, takes down one. It's just like, I'll assume this has something to do with you, Towns. Proceed.
Basically, one of the old workers at the old estate, the walking armory, as I like to call her, seems to be in their on their on their uh on their little battalion. So it's fun. All is fun.
Bianca's like, oh, great. If you don't mind me asking, how much of a walking armory are we talking? As soon as you finish that, Angie takes out her tablet, shows you all a picture. It's just like between holsters and things slung over her body. You swear to God, this woman's carrying like 50 guns that aren't her main weapon. And Dorothy's like, somebody's compensating for something. Clover's just like, you know what?
She's,
Thank you. I think we actually needed that. Thanks, Dorothy.
you know what? You know, she's on. Well, she definitely isn't the most gifted in that regard. But but it's not the tier of some people. Bianca.
It's like, thanks. But speaking of that, She'll hold up the crayon doodle for all of you. It's just like Clover's like, okay, I know you mentioned your old mentor once before, but I thought you said she was a genius. Said she was a genius. Didn't say she was literate. Gwen's like, fair enough.
Well, and here I was having a good day until this shit
Melanie
fun.
looks at you guys just like, you know what? Honestly, we're not open right now, but consider right now private booking. You guys can relax here. Bianca's
Yeah,
like, thank you, both of you.
some actually good people around here. That's always nice.
Dorothy then just goes sit in the corner and looks like she's focusing, trying to do something. Bianca's like, I won't ask what she's doing. It's Dorothy. She's probably off in her own little world.
You know,
Yep.
I got there is something funny. I have to. I can tell you that one of your competitors had a little incident with Xiao Long.
Oh,
It
is
was
that right? Oh, wait a minute. I might know what you're talking about, but like, do go on. She looks very interested now.
oh my goodness, you cannot believe how much of an absolute dork she is and an absolute goober. She's trying to be cool and stuff when it's it's
It's
hilarious.
funny enough, as you're saying this, Lilac, you remember that Neo just gave you like a little text file of like the clip notes of that date, and the file just read, "Show this to the Malachite twins."
Oh, Neo just sent. Oh, her dates actually took notes of of it. You want to see them?
So you show it to her. And then Lilac, you watch the normally like composed Melanie, like she's usually like laid back. She's now curled up on the floor, fucking howling in laughter. Oh, oh my, like, oh my god, my sides. How long you're such a fucking dweeb. Milt is just like, I mean, how bad could it be? And even quiet Milta's now just slung over the bar, just like corpsing.
Do 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 do.
Someone please send for the man.
Oh, oh
Not the
God.
man's man. He's not cool.
Yeah, no, Becky's fine. Becky's fine. Becky is cool. Becky is cool and is super over. Becky's probably with Asher right now.
Heh.
All right. Well, that's all.
You still got that listening device.
Look,
Bianca's just like, I believe Dorothy smashed it and left it in her at her house. I don't know.
Well, there
well,
goes another idea.
I
Hang on a
wonder.
second. Dorothy, do you think you can? Yeah, your listening device. Here, it's unmuted. Here, it's fixed. Shoo. Um. Okay. She'll just
I
come back to you. It's
wonder.
just like she'll just
I,
shrug. It's like I don't know.
I wonder if Dorothy's house is
Okay.
connected to the pancake dimension.
You find out her and Peyton are actually next door neighbors.
Probably are, to be completely honest with you.
Okay. He's gonna give it a look. and wonder if there's a way I can reverse it.
Oh, you want to try? I was actually thinking the same thing there, Com. Oh wait, no, I don't think. Comgo, you want me to help you out with that?
Yeah,
All right. So what is this anyway?
It's
It's
a,
like
it's
some
a, it's
sort of
a. You just look at it. It's a little listening device. Bianca's just like, they had that on Dorothy. Thankfully, somebody's an idiot and left it on mute.
that could have been disaster. Anywho, let me see if
Lilac, give me a hacking with advantage because god damn it, you're good at this point.
all right, that was a pretty meh roll, but
Eh,
I got
it's
advantage.
not the worst.
All right, so
There
that's a
you go.
+4 to it. So that's a 23. That's a
It
20.
takes a little effort because you're used to working with things that are all like a little bigger. This thing's pretty puny.
Yeah, I have to connect this to the thing.
I have to get my baby screwdriver out.
Okay.
yeah, when you're just give it to me when you're done. I'll hook it up to my scroll.
All right. Just give me a sec to work on this. And just need to reroute that. Just turn that around is what is what a little trick in the business.
Bianca will just sort of look over while you're doing that and just smile. Towns, I think Peter might have rubbed off on you.
Maybe, maybe. But my stuff is more um circuits, circuit boards, systems, like that type of stuff. That's my expertise. Um, big machines and whatnot. More mechanical stuff. Well, I guess they're both mechanical in a sense. I guess I guess I'm more focused on what's inside than what's outside.
Hmm. All right. I'll get out of your space and let you finish.
And that should be it. Here you go, Congo.
Yep, turns on just fine. Hands it back to Comgal.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the debut of Shattered Fang FM. He's gonna hook it on to his scroll and turn it on speakerphone.
Clover's just like Splinter Fang. Oh, okay. Just Clover pulls up a seat. It's like I want to hear this shit.
So, spoilers. You're just gonna tune in on like some Splinter Fang guys watching porn or something.
This channel sucks. It's just Taurus saying how great he is. But no,
Mm.
with a little tuning, you get something. It's just like Comgal, you recognize the thick accent that comes through. It's just like when I see that bloody Comgal again, uh, I may have to get a new whip for how many times I'm going to crack this thing over him.
Love
Bianca will
you
be like,
too, sis.
Zuela.
Yep, love you too, sis.
So, just remind me, is this like a one-way thing or?
I'd prefer it to be one way because,
Yeah,
uh,
that's what I figured.
yeah.
Because if not, I would be like, Congo, why'd you just give away the gimmick? You
No,
fool!
look, he can
No,
play the obliviousness.
look, I've just look. Don't worry. I turned off the functionality of recording on our end just in case.
Just gonna leave this baby on, and any info I can get, I'll take it.
I'm
Now,
gonna need so many fucking drinks after this. You, intern. Yes, Miss Zuela? Where is that goddamn walking armory at? I expected her to be here 10 minutes ago.
Then
Angie listening in is just like, well, shit, that confirms it then.
do do. Lilac is just sending a copy of the like a link to, a feed of this over to her mom.
Yeah, whatever you
You
do,
just
don't
get a
send it
you
to
just get a
Atlas.
reply from your mom. It's just a text of just like the evilest grinning emoji possible.
Yeah, I wouldn't send this to anyone in Atlas, so we can't be too safe with that mole running around.
Bianca nods
Right.
like, right.
Look, look, my mom's team runs very tight, so it'll
Bianca will
be
chuckle and be like, besides, she's stuck in Vacuo right now, so I think she could use some entertainment. Besides
eh,
her and Comgle's mother trashing airports.
let's see, who else can I send this to?
Who
You know what?